Alright, this is the instruction video for BobbleHead, the one you're going to use Photoshop for. So it's just called BobbleHead. Okay, and we want to start in Photoshop. Alright, and we're going to go here to Open, and then you need to browse to room 31 and get a picture, okay, wherever that picture is. I'm going to go get this one, I think. Let's see, I think I already have a picture ready to go. Yes, we're going to go with this picture right here, okay? So thank these three students for allowing me to use their picture. We do a Command 0, okay? And we're going to unlock the layer. It's always a good idea to do that. So I'm over here on the layers side, click that. And again, if yours doesn't look like this, you can always go up here to Window, Workspace, and Reset Essentials. Make sure you're on the Essentials workspace and reset it so it looks like this. Okay. All right. So this is actually not so bad. This is a good one. I like this one. We've got 3 heads here. I'm going to bobble 2 of them. All right. Show you that process of doing multiple heads that way. All right. So we're going to go and find the Object Select tool. The Object Select tool is an awesome tool if you want to select an entire body, but we just want the head. So I'm going to click and hold here so I can open up the other selection tools, the awesome selection tools in this spot under the Object Select tool. I'm going to go to the Quick Select tool. And in the control panel up here, right, this bar up here is the settings for the Quick Select tool. I'm going to click on the plus. I like using the plus option. It is a brush. It is a brush. Oh, it looks like so if that happens, if you get that like you can't do anything, make sure you have the layer clicked. Make sure you have the layer 0 clicked and make sure it's highlighted, right? And it is a brush. So initially, the brush is kind of small, so you use the bracket key to make the brush a little bit bigger. We'll start with Tim's head. Tim's head. And I'm going to go up here and just kind of get that. We don't want the neck, but I'm going to actually use the eraser tool to clean up the neck because it's going to be too hard. But like if we accidentally select too much, yeah, we can still use our eraser tool, but you can also just go to this minus option here, up here. Now I'm up here in the settings again for the Quick Select tool. I'm going to go to minus, and in this case, I'm going to come from the outside and knock that marching ant trail up a little bit so that it's more where I want it. Okay, so there, that'll help get rid of some of the neck. Yeah, right? Just make sure that you remember you're on the minus option and go back to the plus option if you have to add anything else. All right, so I have the selection. So now it's real easy. It is a Command C to copy. What was that? What's that noise I just heard? It sounded like a school bell. Why would I be hearing that right now? Why would I hear a school bell here? That's weird. Anyway, so back to the instructions. We're going to do a Command C to copy, then a Command V to paste. So it just pasted a copy of what we selected in the same exact spot. So you can see also over here in the layers that it's created a new layer. All right. Now I'm going to do a Command T. So Command C, Command V, Command T. All right. And that will allow me to now go to a corner edit box and make that head real big. So see the head's still back there, behind there. So we're going to cover it up. But we want to make this head big. Right. Oh my God. Okay. So hang on. All right, so make sure it's still going to fit. I do want to get rid of, I can make it even bigger. Make it even bigger there. Okay, so I'm going to use the eraser tool now. I'm going to go over here to the eraser tool, and that is a brush as well. So that's a big brush right now. So I'm going to shrink it down a little bit and get rid of some of this neck so that it's just, now it looks more like a bobble. Okay. And go to the Move tool, right? Decide exactly where I want that to go. All right. And then I've got to hit the return key or click, right, or click that check, which, right, no. Okay. Oh, we're on the move tool. No, we're good. All right. So, but notice I'm on layer 1. I want to go now and get Gavin's head and make his head big. So to do that, I need to go back to layer 0. You got to go back to the original photo, the original layer with the photo on it. Layer 1 only has Tim's head on it. So I can't use that to get Gavin's head because he's not on that layer. So I have to go back to layer 0. And I'm going to go back to the quick select tool, make sure I'm on the plus option. And I'm going to get Gavin's head. Okay. And I'm going to go to the minus option and clean that up a little bit. You might need to use the zoom tool. So I'm going to go to the zoom tool and that you can click and zoom in possibly if you need to. Okay. So that you can make sure, back to the quick select tool, make sure it's easier to work with. Minus, plus, I want the plus. It's easier to work with when you're zoomed in. Okay. That looks good right there. Okay, now I'm going to do a Command 0 to reset my zoom. And I'm going to do a Command C to copy, a Command V to paste. And see, so I got another layer now. Got another layer. And a Command T to resize. Right, so I'm going to go to one of the corner edit boxes and get that head moved. Or bigger, right? Yay. And move that into place. And go to the eraser tool and erase the neck. You decide how much of the neck you want to erase, but most of it. Okay, and then the move tool to select. Now it's kind of fun. We can move the heads around a little bit, and we can put Gavin's head on Tim's body and Tim's head on Gavin's body. Yay! All right, and we'll leave Caitlin alone. And just, we're done. We got it. BobbleHead. So now I need to save it, like if the bell just rang. What bell? What bell? Why would we hear a bell? Here. But if a bell does, ring or whatever, or it's time to clean up, you want to make sure you save it anyways when you're done or while you're ready to go back to it on the next day. So I'm going to go File, Save As, and we're going to call this. So this is important. We got to go to Documents. Click on Documents. If you have this version here, click on Documents, right? Because you can't save on Room 31, and that's where you opened it from. You can open, but you can't save. So we're going to change the Where to Documents, where you can save, and we're going to change this to BobbleHead. BobbleHead. Keep it as a Photoshop document. Click Save. Click OK, right? Now to export, we're going to go File, Export as, wait for it. We're going to change it, like it's a photo, so I like to keep it as JPEG, right? And then click Export, and it's going to say to put it BobbleHead and Documents. Yep, pay attention to this. BobbleHead Documents, click Save. Now it's saved. All right, and now you got to do is go up here to Photoshop. Quit Photoshop. If it asks you to save, like here, go ahead and just click Save. Yes, right? And there we go. Now submit it to Schoology and put it on your photo page in Wix. Again, submit it to the assignment in Schoology for your point, and it goes on Wix as part of your portfolio for your final grade, right? All right, that concludes the training video. Enjoy this. This is fun. Bye.